This is the Washington Times front page for Tuesday, September 19th, 2023. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has dismissed 6 top officials inside his defense ministry in what appears to be a continuing crackdown amid reports of corruption. Guy Taylor and Mike Glenn report the firings come ahead of Zelenskyy's much-anticipated visit this week to the United States. He's scheduled to address the UN General Assembly in New York and meet with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell in Washington. Ukraine is under increasing pressure to show progress in its counteroffensive against Russia and to ease doubts in Washington and other Western capitals that billions of dollars in military and economic aid are being spent wisely. Hunter Biden has filed a lawsuit accusing the IRS of repeatedly and intentionally disclosing his tax returns and failing to protect the confidentiality of his tax documents. Jeff Murdoch and Susan Ferricchio report he is asking a court to declare that the IRS unlawfully leaked his tax records. Biden is seeking all documents related to the disclosure of his tax information and an award of $1,000 in damages for each unauthorized disclosure. IRS agent Gary Shapley claims special counsel David Weiss forced the tax agency to take him off of the investigation after he told Weiss that the case was being mishandled. Hunter had reached a deal with prosecutors that would have spared him prison time if he pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor tax charge and entered a pretrial diversion program on the gun counts. The agreement collapsed under scrutiny by a federal judge in July. Police shared tips with lawmakers and staffers at a Capitol Hill briefing on avoiding being a victim of crime in Washington, D.C. Matt Delaney reports House Administration Committee Chairman Brian Stile hosted the briefing with representatives from the U.S. Capitol Police and the Union for the District's Metropolitan Police. The meeting focused on managing the risks associated with the sharp rise in violent killings, robberies, and carjackings in Washington this year. And finally, it's unknown whether any deals were approved, but North Korean President Kim Jong-un has concluded his visit to Russia after visiting various military-sensitive sites. Andrew Salmon reports North Korean state media portrayed the visit as a relationship reset. For outsiders, though, it's unclear whether the visit represents a dangerously rejuvenated relationship or is simply political theater. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. Just search Washington Times in any major podcast app. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. And a quick programming note, the front page will be off tomorrow, Wednesday, September 20th, and will return on Thursday, September 21st. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.